Hello everyone and welcome to our very first May post out card. This is a fun fold card for all occasions that we've been doing over April, May, and we had the big announcement last week for the Glass Match Studio and the beautiful Kaz won that. How exciting was that? It was very exciting. She was very excited as she didn't have one, so that was really good. So in your card pack number 1 today, you would have received your little pin. This week it's the stars, so you're all stars this week. Give yourself a pat on the back. And you would have got a mystery sample pack as well. And the little bag that the mystery sample pack is in, you can use for a shaker card. So don't throw it away. It's actually one that you can actually use for a shaker card. So lots of little samples in there for you to feel, touch, see, because I get asked a lot, like, what does the foam mousse feel like? What does this feel like? So you've got a little sample bag with little things in there that you can either use on your cards or you can use them on another card or whatever you wish to do with your little sample pack. So that's exciting. We've also, at 2 o'clock today, we have our pick a box. We had 9 boxes to pick from. If you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you automatically got a pick a box number for Mother's Day as well. So thank you to everyone that has sent me their numbers. I'm going to be just revealing the number and what the gift is in the number. And then if you've won it, when you get your gift, I'd like you to take a selfie and send it through to me if you choose. Okay, so today's stamps that we're using is one of the product of the month ones. And I love this one. It's really cute. And I thought I'd bring this in May because a lot of people get these and they don't know what to do with them. So we're doing this one. So let's go through what we're actually doing today. Let's come down to my workbench. If it's the first time you've come on, say hello. Don't forget to say where you're from. And if you're joining the replay later, welcome. I know it's a busy weekend because it's a Mother's Day weekend. So instead of doing this tomorrow on Sunday like I normally do, I'm doing it today so that everyone can have Mother's Day with their family tomorrow and they don't have to stop and do something. So if you received your kit, you would have everything in your kit that you will need. So you'll have your strips of Designer Series paper. You'll have your belly band. Now, usually when I score something to fit it into the packet, I score it on a line that is actually going to be a score line. So we've got your envelope, we've got the white paper, but we want the base to start with. And then we've got a couple of circles here. You can use squares. If you don't have circles, you can use ovals. You can use whatever you have in your stash at home. So let's grab our card. This is our base card and it's the bubble bath. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the bubble bath. So I'm going to bring my paper trimmer over because we need to do some scoring. And I have actually scored this on the 14 centimetre one. Okay, so I've actually put your 14 centimetre score line already in. You do not need to do that. So we need to score it at 4.5. So we're going to come and line it up at 4.5. Not the cutter. We don't want the cutter. And we're going to score our first one at 4.5. Our second one is 14, which is already done for you. Then we're going to bring our extension arm out and we're going to line it up at 25 centimetres and we're going to score it at 25. So that's our score lines on our base card. Not hard, it's just a cute little fun fold card. So our first score will come back this way. So we need our bone folder. Where's my bone folder? So we're just going to come back this way. So it's coming back to the front of the card. This one's that I've already scored, the 14, is your centre fold. and then you'll have this one that's going to come over to the inside of the back card. Okay, and it sort of gives it like little steps, okay, which is really cute. It's a really cute, easy, quick little card. So the first one we're going to grab, and we're going to grab our designer series paper, which is the polka dots, but you can choose whichever way you want to go. If you want to use the pattern side, you can, or if you want to use your polka dot side, you can. I'm going to use the polka dot. Yuck. Every now and then you've got to clean that bit off, don't you? It bogs up. Okay, so hello to anyone that has come on since I've had my head down going here. And we're making our first May. And if you noticed on the instructions, I only noticed it this morning, and I apologise for that. I've got April bonus post out, and then underneath it I've got May 2026. Don't ask me why I said April. I've got no idea. It just happens sometimes, honestly. So then we've got another polka dot which is coming on to this inside piece here. So you've got a few little score ones, so coloured ones, so make sure that you've got the right one, because one's going to come on the front here as well. So this one looks like it might come on here. We've got all different ones here, all different sizes that we're going to put onto the card. So I'm just going to open it up like this flat, so you can sort of see we've got our first score line, our 14.5 centimetre score line, and then we have our 25 centimetre score line over here. And I'm just going to look, because I think one of these is just slightly a little bit skinnier, not much. So I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to pop this onto here. Who loves using their designer series paper like this? This is another one that is great because it's got little pieces that you can use for, use your strips. I'm all about using up all those little leftover strips that we cut off, because we do sometimes have lots of these little strips. So if you think about it when you're cutting them off, you can go, oh, I remember doing that fun fold card with Teresa, and she showed us how to use little strips. So yeah, it's a good way of doing it. So I'm putting the pattern side up this time. Oh, that's my fingers. Don't want to do anything right this morning. Oh my God, Teresa, put it down there. Isn't it terrible when it just doesn't want to go where you want it to go? Okay. I'm going to open my card up this way. It's easier. And then I'm going to hold it this way, and that helps steady my right hand a bit more. Oh my God. When you've only got these two fingers that work, it's really hard. So this is going to go like this. So you can sort of see you've got the pattern here, you've got the pattern here, and you've got the pattern on the inside like that as well. I don't know why I've got two extra pieces in there, but that's okay. I'm not sure. One's to go on the belly band, I think. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I'll see that when I read the instruction sheet. So this is our piece that goes into the middle of the card. And this piece is 13.5 by 10. And it's going in here. So you can write your little message, your little note. I'm just going to have a read of the instructions now and see what I have missed, if I've missed anything. I don't think so. I think we've got it all good. We just got the belly band, I'm sure. Yep. Okay. So this is the card. This is how the card goes. You can put something down this side if you want to. That's your choice. If you want to put another strip down here, you can. If you want to add a piece in here as a matte piece, you can. Okay, because that's entirely up to you. And then your belly band, I have, let me just give you the measurements to this. It's 28, I think. Yeah, 28. And I have done the first score on this for you, which is right on this side there. I'm going to turn it around. And we're going to do it not too tight, but we're going to make sure that we can slide it on and off quite easily. So once you've got it right, you just need to score with your bone folder, that second score line. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on here and some glue on this end here and bring it over. So that gives us our two ends tucked in. This is our belly band. Now you should have two round circles in your kit, and you can decorate this up with whatever you want. So you can decorate it up with whatever you want to do. So I'm going to do, in the picture, you can see I use this. In the photo I use this. But I'm going to actually use this one today, just for something a bit different to give you another idea. So I'm just going to grab this one out. And you can use whatever one you want to use. It doesn't matter. So I've got the black here. Move these over here for a minute. So you can, this is the belly band that we have got made up. I'm just going to show you that. So you can sort of see that we've got the happy birthday. Now I'm leaving the happy birthday bit to last because we're doing that in the white ink. If you got embossing powder, you might want to embossing powder, but because I know I've got a lot of new ones and they don't have embossing powder, if you don't have the white ink, then put a white circle over it or put a white strip across it, which we'll do today, just to do something a little bit different for you so that you can sort of see. But you can use any of the spare banners that I've sent you throughout the kits. They will go there, whatever word you want to use. You can always change it. You don't have to do it exactly the same. So I try to change it up a little bit this time so that you can sort of... Okay, wants to stick to the glass mat. And I'm just going to do white, black I mean, not white. Just going to do black, and I'm just bringing this one in over here. Okay, so I'm just doing something, a very small image on here today. Nothing overpowering. You can pick whatever you like out of your colours. And then I'm just going to show you another little one in here as well, which is really cute. It goes over, because this is a two-step stamp, let me just grab this. When we're using that little flower, we also got this little image here to colour it in. But I'm just going to use it as a little background on this, and I'm just going to use the yellow. So you can use your stamps however you want. Okay, now you might want to stamp off a little bit if you don't want it really dark, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to find myself a piece of scrap here. I've got a bit of scrap here. I always see, this is what I'm talking about, all these strips all the time. We have so many little strips that we can use up. So I'm just going to stamp off a little bit because it is a bit dark. And then I'm just going to come down behind this. Might need to stamp it a couple of times. I just want it lighter, not too dark. So just to come down behind to give it a bit of colour behind it. And you can do it in all different colours if you want to, or one colour. It's entirely up to you. But it just highlights the image by using that. I don't know if you can actually see it on there. I hope so. So it gives you another way of using this solid stamp that comes in this beautiful note of spring. This was a product of the month, and I love the product of the month, and I try to bring one in occasionally just so that you can use it and get some ideas on how to use it. Okay, so May is our last big post out. Remember I said we're coming to an end of our special 12 card post out, so May is our last one, but then we're starting our 3 cards that get sent out to you for $25 and plus postage. Already have got May's done, and thank you for the people that have already asked for it to be posted out to them. I have got them all packed up today. They're all ready to go out. I'm very excited about that. Very excited that they're all going to go out to their homes. So you can put your this on with dimensions if you want to, or you can glue it on. I like to raise it up a little bit. I like to do that, and this is where I like to use a lot of these strips here. So I can just place this straight on here on my belly band, and then place this down over the top of it. Okay, so that makes it really, really easy. And then I'm going to just show you how, if you don't have white ink, because I know some of you don't, you can come in with a smaller banner, like to come in like that, so it just fits in the circle. Or remember I said you can have a lot of strips. You could use the strip across here as well that's got the yellow on it, if you want to, that you've coloured off on. So let's stamp over that and see how that works. What word am I going to use? I'm going to use the word out of here. So we've got a little note of thanks, especially for you, or happiness birthday wishes. Let's go with the happiness birthday wishes. Okay, grab that out of our stamp set. Wishes, this one down here. How's everyone's day been? How's everyone enjoying this colder weather? Oh no, this one's a thanks. It's all right. We'll do thanks. I've got the wrong one. That's okay. A note of thanks. Look at that. That's shocking, Teresa. I'm lucky that I haven't got a big card. I don't want that on my card, but it won't go anywhere near my card. But I have been using the Stampin' Positioner, and I think I might have to go back to using it because I don't get the ink on it like that. That's okay. So that definitely needs to be cleaned because I do not want black. So I'm just going to wipe some of that off with the tissue first because my pad's black enough, isn't it? I think my cleaning pad's really black. But that's okay. Who's got a chamois? The chamois are fantastic, honestly. And don't forget to come on at 2 o'clock today. I'm so excited. We've got our big announcements of Mother's Day gifts. So I'm going to glue this on to there. So instead of putting the glue on there, I'm going to put a bit of glue on here first, where it's going to go. So I'm going to sit that down like that. And I'm going to add it this way a little bit. Add that on there. Turn it over. And then I'm going to cut around the black as a guideline, which is a good idea. Now this is how you can get around if you haven't got white ink and you've got a black thing in there, and it makes it look like a really nice little banner on there. And yet you can still use dimensions to raise this up to go onto here, which is really lovely. So we're just going to come in with some of these. We're going to trim some of our scraps. This is when I use a lot of these little pieces up. And you can put it on here this time if you want to. Okay, and then this is going to make sure it goes over onto your banner, and you can put it on here. If you want to decorate it up even more, you can bring in some bling and decorate it up more. But this is a quick, fun little fun fold card. It's absolutely gorgeous. Good morning. How are you? All the way from WA, it's good to see you. So I hope you enjoyed learning a different way. Now I'll just share with you the one that I did that we took the photo of. So this was the one that I did with the white on here. And normally I would emboss that, but I wanted to just share a couple of different ways that you can do it. You can use any of your stamping images that you want. You could even use the little deer or the duck or whichever one you prefer to, okay? Which is really lovely. So that's our card number 1. Now don't forget, in this card number 1 pack, you would have got your little pin, which is a star. So you're all stars. You're all very, very stylish today. And you would have got your little sample pack, which don't throw this packet away, because this one is one that you can do a shaker card with. So yeah, you've got lots of little things in here to try. But you might have seen in the catalogue and gone, do I want that? How does it feel? I'm not sure. So I really do take into consideration what people send to me and what they sort of say. Hi, Karen. Good to see you on. Well, we are going to have a quick, until 1:30 break, so I can get ready for the next card, because I like to do these individually. Hi, Joan. It's good to see you on. Yeah, I like to do these cards individually on the video, for the simple reason is that when I put them across to YouTube, I can put card 1, card 2, card 3, and it's so much easier if you've got the post out to go to whichever card you're up to. You might have done 1 too. You don't want to be scrolling through a whole lot of videos to find it. So our first card for May, woohoo, is done. And I will see you back here at 1:30. God bless you all, and I'll see you soon.